What's going on, people? It's your boy Nigel Byam. It's another episode of Insight TV. We are here especially with this amazing tournament for kids that you don't really find too often. You don't really see it too often. So, this was organized by Derrick Dunlap. Amazing guy. Tell me, first things first, who are you? And you have a kid in this tournament. Tell us a little bit.
My name is Vaughn. Other people call me Coach Q on Q. My daughter's playing right now with Who's House Ballers. That's I think Team 208.
Okay.
PS 208. My son plays with Coach Dunlap on the Brooklyn Hornets.
Nice.
And it's a lot of love and support and development that's created within this tournament for the kids, and I appreciate it a lot. I appreciate him a lot.
Definitely. He's a cool guy, and the fact that he actually is having a tournament for kids at this age, what do you think about that?
It's great because, like you said, there's not a lot of tournaments like that, but the kids learn teamwork, they learn discipline, they learn hard work, they learn development.
Right.
And, you know, it takes a lot of patience to deal with these kids at this age, but to come out here and to have this tournament for them and for them to be a part of something, to win, to lose, to learn how to play together, is great. I think it helps them, you know, with life.
Right.
Because a lot of times, like when I was growing up, I didn't have this.
Right.
Not at this age.
Exactly.
Age. But yeah, so I think it's a great thing for overall development.
My name is Makai Williams. I'm the coach for Merritt Academy.
Okay. Amazing. So what drives you to actually work with kids? Tell me something that you're passionate about with working with kids.
Well, you know, here at Merritt Academy, I'm from Merritt.
Okay,
so, you know,
that's pretty cool. Yeah,
you know, being born and raised in this neighborhood, I just wanted to give back to these kids, and I found a means of doing that through this through coaching.
Nice. So, can you tell me something, knowing Mr. Dunlap, and can you tell me his kind of personality to be able to put something like this together?
I mean, in order to make it, I mean, we got schools from every borough, dang near every borough, and to have that, to have that pull, and then like coordinate these from, you know, we have events in Bronx, we have it in Harlem, we have it here in Queens. You know, for him to do that on a weekly basis, it takes an individual to do that.
Definitely.
He definitely is that.
So we're here with another parent. Can you tell everybody your name and your kid's name?
My name's Scott Menuda. My son is Mason Menuda.
Love that. So tell me a couple things that, you know, you would say your son has learned from being a part and playing with Mr. Dunlap.
Oh, wow. I think he's learned everything from teamwork, hard work, and, you know, playing within a group and building his confidence, as well as helping, I think, teammates build his confidence.
Love that. Yeah. So tell me something about a life skill that you think, starting at this age, because you know a lot of kids, there's not much tournaments and things like that at this young, tender age. What kind of life skills you think that your son could take from this?
I mean, I could only speak that I was a basketball player myself, and I feel that the competitiveness, because I think in life, especially these days, you have to be super competitive in order to be successful. And the competition you see in basketball, I feel, is like none other than any other sport.
Right.
And I feel like that's what it's teaching him, competitiveness and hard work, for sure.
Love that. So how old is your kid, by the way?
He's 7.
7.
Yeah.
7. When did he start playing basketball?
I put a ball in his hand like around well, probably when he was born, but like I'm gonna say that 5 is when he really started some level of skill development.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's night and day. I mean, I literally didn't start playing till I was 10.
Right.
So, but it's a totally different game now. It's unbelievable.
For sure. Well,
So what I like about Mr. Dunlap and how he runs the program is he gives everybody a chance to play. Including the kids that don't really know how to play. He gives them an opportunity to play during the games, which gives them more practice.
Definitely.
So and then also he treats the team like family.
Like as a father, he's like stern with the kids, but also his son is on the team, so you know it's like everybody is like she said, like a family.
I like the program. I like him as a coach. I like that he hands on with everybody. Everybody not, no, you this person, that person. Everybody get the same love, same treatment.
Life skills, you know, in terms of sports, in terms of the sternness, like Dad mentioned. What do you guys think are those life skills that your kids could take and just progress into life? Forget about sports right now, just straight into everyday life.
Well, I think teamwork, because not everything you have to do on your own, whether it's in a family setting, a school setting, a job setting, is always teamwork is always needed. So this is teaching them how to work together with different people from all different aspects.
Right.
And not just teamwork, but like, you know, work in general. Like, I feel like, you know, just so they know that they got to get better, so they got to like put in the work and sometimes the extra work. And that goes outside of like playing basketball as well. So
I agree.
Them learning these things now is definitely gonna transfer into other things as well.
It's so cool that, you know, I played basketball growing up, and a lot of times we didn't get an opportunity to play at this age. All right. As parents, what do you guys think about the patience it will take to coach at this young age?
I know me and him could speak definitely. We own a daycare, so we deal with young children. So it takes a lot of patience to help deal with younger children. And I think he's doing a great job. I really do, because the kids, they respect and they love him, so they listen to his direction. And from September to now, they have all taken on his direction, and it's been really great because they have progressed.
Love that.
Yeah, and to speak about the opportunity aspect, you know, when you grow older, you always say like, you know, if I had this knowledge, you know, when I was a little bit younger and stuff like that. So yeah, to get them started as young as possible into doing something that they could potentially, you know, turn out to do for the rest of their life. Right. That's awesome. So.
Just a good aspect for them to have an opportunity to do something, get to open more doors for them instead of just waiting at home, watching TV. Yeah. They outside playing, having fun then. Exactly. They got more kids to play with.
Exactly. All right, so we are here with another amazing coach. I see you out there coaching, doing your thing.
Thank you.
Let the people know your name and your team's name.
My name is Brianna Porterfield Johnson, coach Miss PJ, and my team name is Democracy Prep Jaguars.
Love it, love it, love it. So tell me, how did you get into coaching? First, how do you get into coaching? And secondly, how do you get coaching in this age group? Because a lot of people don't know this age group right here is a little different compared to the older kids. So tell me a little bit about that.
So actually, all the players on my team, this is their first time ever playing basketball. First time ever on a basketball team. Even first time even shooting or knowing anything about logistics on the basketball, on the court. So it was a handful, but at the same time, we had fun at the same time. Learning about discipline, learning about rules, techniques. It's like inside of a classroom, just on a court. So it was just a beautiful experience to see with this age group and how they come together and learn over time.
I love that. And tell me a little bit about your background, coaching, basketball.
Okay, so I'm a pretty athletic person.
Okay.
I played tennis for about 8 years. I ran track for 4 years. I did basketball for 5 years. I was point guard. I was actually a captain on my high school and middle school team. Favorite team is Celtics.
Okay. Good team to like right now, I'm just saying. I
got into coaching because I always wanted to get back to my kids, knowing they never had the opportunity to do something like this, and being that I had an experience for it, it felt amazing to help them explore something of a new journey.
Tell me a little bit about Mr. Dunlap and him putting this tournament together.
So automatically, when one of my kids got their trophies around their neck, he said this was the best day ever.
I heard that.
So Mr. Dunlap, shout out to you. You're an amazing coach, an amazing director. For putting the games together, coordinating, last minute accommodations with teams. He's an awesome man. So I appreciate him. Of course, he gets his flowers for everything that he's done so far.
Love that, love that. So I want to thank you for coming on and answering a few of the most difficult questions in the world, of course, like Mr. Dunlap wanted me to do. But yeah, it's just so amazing to see coaches out here passionate, just giving back to the community. And just know, if you're that first coach, you're cemented in these kids' life forever.
Forever. Many more to come.
Exactly. So once again, thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
So we're here My guy.
It's good to see you again.
Yes, always. The man of the hour. You should have heard some of these parents and kids talk about you today. I mean, first things first. Everybody knows your name because they watched the video.
Okay.
Derrick Dunlap.
All right, that would be good. Yeah, that's good right there.
Name came up 100 times.
All right.
But tell me a little bit about what drives you to do things like this.
I think the main thing, great question. I think the main thing that drives me is my experience and how God blessed me to be a basketball player and all the experiences I had from playing Little League basketball to high school basketball to college basketball. So basketball's pretty much been my life. So I would say that's the main thing. And I just still have a passion for that more than anything else. So yeah, great question. Yeah.
So tell me, I've heard this a lot today.
Okay.
Life skills.
Yeah.
What kind of life skills are you trying to teach these young boys and girls about just life?
Yeah. Well, first of all, being unselfish, being humble, being tolerant of others. So I think those three there are some of the, stand out to me the most because I think they transcend wherever you go, workforce, whatever it is. And a lot of people struggle with actually not being able to be humble, not being able to be tolerant. And so I think if you teach those particular character traits, I think you'll go far in life anywhere. So
that's amazing. I mean, you have teams literally from everywhere, all over the city. How did you get contacts with all these teams, man?
I have to do a lot of begging. I beg a lot. Obviously you know this, but I transformed from my last school. And so my son went to Democracy Prep. So I spoke to the principal there and we talked about it and having a basketball program at the school. Some schools never had this elementary at all.
Right.
And so, he took a chance on me. And then I went around to other schools in close proximity. I had my connections with Merrick and PS11, who's not in this league right now, but just try to keep connections of the schools for elementary and go from there.
Right. Love it. What do you think is the value with kids starting at this age? Because we all know it's not much in the city for kids at this age group. So what kind of things do you think helps them progress as basketball players and in life as well?
I think you said the key thing, there's not much for it. So it's untapped area, elementary. And so most people don't want to put the time and it takes a lot of patience to work with elementary kids because you have different levels of basketball players. You have some that are like novice, you have some that are like veteran players that even in elementary been playing a long time. Right. So being able to have the patience for that, number one. And then also to starting where kids have a passion for something. This is a group of children who actually is very knowledgeable about so much. They can tell you all the player stats, everything about basketball now. So they have more knowledge than we have, obviously, with the internet and things that they have now. So I think starting at a young age allows them to work on a lot of things holistically and who they are. I think that's always an untapped area to work with, So I agree. I agree with you. It's a really untapped area.
I love that. And some of these kids and parents also talked about you being fair, right? I want to tap into that because they did talk about, your son is on the team as well, and you being fair, you know what I mean? How difficult is that?
Not at all. I love yelling at him, so it's not difficult. Not at all. But I think what they mean by fair is that even though he's a really talented player, I make sure he passes the ball, number one. I make sure he comes out the game. And I make sure it's holistically fair all across the board. And I share and I spread my yelling to him as well. Only thing about him is he got to go home with me. But other than that, I think that's what they mean by fair. And I think all kids should play. I don't want nobody on the team that don't play. And I think that's the only way you learn at this age. You got to get in there. You got to lose the ball. You got to travel. You got to double dribble. But you're learning. You don't learn anything by sitting on the sideline, especially at this age. So I think if I'm thinking about what fair means, I think that's what I mean by fair. They all have an equal amount of time to get out there. Good, bad, indifferent. They get out there to play.
I love that. You said something. It's like, just like life. We all kind of learn from our mistakes, our little hiccups.
Right.
And these kids are out here, and basically from what I'm grasping from today is that it's being done the right way because they're falling in love with it.
Yeah.
After that, hard work almost doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Me and we would have ran 20 suicides because we loved it so much.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about that.
Well, I think the main thing you're saying is also, too, is important because this level's off. Everybody's not going to be a basketball player. Everybody's not going to go to college like us and play basketball at a high level. And everybody's not going to NBA like we didn't make the NBA. So, even though we played overseas and things, there's a level that taps out. And so you also to take those skills, I keep saying, and you can take your personality and put it in any setting and do well. And I think that's the thing with a lot of people. They don't know that these skills transcend any ethnic, racial, any job. If you have a great attitude, your boss is going to like you. I promise you that.
Yeah.
If you go above and beyond, people are going to like you. If you're in a relationship with someone and you think about them, they're going to like you.
Right.
I really don't know anybody who doesn't like you from those perspectives. So I think holistically thinking about like some of those character traits and things of that nature, they transcend. And at least I believe that, and it's helping to me. So, so that's what I think.
Wow, this is amazing. I want to thank you so much for putting this on, because it was individuals like yourself who, when I was younger, kind of kept me off the streets and all the nonsense that was going on. Like this kind of homes in a
blessing.
lot.
Yeah.
So we want to thank you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate
putting
you.
this together.
Great to see you again. And I hope to see you with my 4th, 5th grade league. All right.
Definitely.
Thank you so much for taking
For sure.
the time. All right.
For sure.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.